what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing some new parts for the Integra Type S for my dad's car. He's going to go over what we have.
All right, we have the lower control arm, the adjustable lower control arms from RV6, and we do have the sway bar with the end links. So we're gonna try and get these installed today, and I think this should complete the rear suspension on the car.
Cool.
So,
and then after this, we are gonna have to get an alignment. So I'll take you guys. This probably be another video, but I'll take you guys when we go get an alignment.
Alright, okay, that's the rear sway bar, and I'm sure these are the end links.
This is RV6.
There we go.
Definitely want to see how much of a difference this really makes. Maybe I might need it for my FK. We'll see how much of a difference this actually makes. So this is the sway bar. It looks pretty small in person.
And these are the bushings. Both of the sway bar.
Okay.
And you know, as usual, I always send a landline.
Lanyard, yeah. Got more bolts right here for the sway bar, bushing kit.
Really feel like it needed to be a little more stable, because now the car is tuned and everything with all the horsepower. When you get up in that high speed, to me, the back of it seems to kind of sway a little bit. So I believe this should stiffen it up so the car be a little bit more stable.
And they also have torque specs of these, which is pretty nice, by RV6.
Yeah, that's nice.
For the end links.
They gotta have the torque specs and everything.
Yeah.
Well, instructions, stickers.
And these are the new lower control arms, right?
Yep, and these are the new lower control arms right here.
Yeah. Comes with new bolts and everything. Pretty nice. It comes with wrenches?
And we got some wrenches.
Wow, RV6 going all out. Quality stuff here. There's a package over there that says wrenches.
Yep, here we go.
Alright guys, let's start the process of installing all this stuff. We drove the super low Integra Type S on these pieces of wood. Slide the quick jacks on underneath there, set them up, lift the car up. Now we're just going to take off the two break the lugs, so we can be able to take off the two back wheels and start taking off the suspension for the rear. So first thing first, we're gonna take off the 12mm with the end link. Wrench up against it, pull it back. So we're gonna take the lower control arm out first, right here. I'm gonna do the other side too. So guys, that is a 17. There we go. And then you just hit on the top of it to get it out. There we go. As I hung on it, now the spring is gonna come out. There we go. So the driver's side is out. Tap on that section right there. There we go. And now he's gonna push down on it and guide the spring out. Oh yes. Yep. Push that to the side. And you guys can see the end link. It goes inside of the lower control arm. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Need a hammer?
I need a foot or something against it.
Yeah, so this thing is tight, so I just we put the wrench on there, a 17, and then I just kicked it, hold on to something and kicked it to break it. So now we're just loosening it up, and the whole control arm fell, as you guys can see. Both of these are 17?
Yeah, 17.
17?
17 and a 14.
No, 17 and a 14.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the control arm, one of them out. That line.
That one there.
Yeah. Alignment washer. Yeah. Washer right there. So now we're gonna do this side like this, and I'm just gonna put my foot. Like this to try to break this thing. Is that good?
Yeah.
This car just collects rocks, man. Everywhere in the chassis on these cars. Full control on the drop. Yeah, watch out for that too, guys. There's it starts falling. Great. Other lower control is out. Next thing is taking off the sway bar. Since there's the factory sway bar, all you gotta do is take out the two bolts right here, and on top of it, and then the same thing on the other side, and then the whole factory sway bar should come out. And they keep the end links on there, so I don't have to worry about that. And they gotta guide it over the factory exhaust. You guys can see we already have the RV6 lower control camber arm.
Oh, what up?
Yes. Check it out so I can take out the other bolt. Alright. That's all. We just guided out the bars and kept the end stock factory end links on there. So now it's time to start installing the new stuff. So now we're gonna start doing the install backwards and put the sway bar, the new sway bar end links in first too as well. So end links in first, then we're gonna put the sway bar in, then we're gonna put the new control arms in, and then line her back up. Start assembling the sway bar with the new end links over here first. So those are the sway bar bushings. So you gotta take the bushing out.
Yep, these are the end links.
It comes with all new hardware.
And the grease and things up. Alright, for the end links, these are the bolts for the end links. It goes in here, like that. And then you put it in there.
We're using this middle hole.
And we're going to use the middle hole, which is ours neutral, which is soft, medium, and hard. which we're going with medium here. So it's gonna be like that.
And we're just gonna leave everything loose.
Yeah, until when we get it in, and then we'll tighten up everything. And these, we gotta take these out. We're gonna put some grease here what came in the package. We're gonna grease this up, put these on. Where are the gloves? The gloves.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright, so we put the bushings on the edge, and then
these goes back like that.
Yeah, but we're gonna put that on after we put the
after.
sway bar on.
Just show you how it goes. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna bolt this up first, and then come in with other stuff.
Yep. And then as you guys can see, you gotta get an Allen key for this. We'll tell you what size it is, because these are the bolts for the sway bar bushing.
Yeah, the long one is for the top. The long one's for the top, and the short one is for the bottom. Like that.
Cool. Alright.
Alright.
Ready?
So that we get cracking.
And then remember that you torque the
50 foot-pounds.
end link to 50 foot-pounds, as it says right there. You guys can see. Put that side over there.
They gotta be able to move back and forth. So tighten it down, because we might have to move it. We might have to shift it. You understand?
But we tighten up the sway bar bushings on each side, but we left one of them loose. Just this one isn't tight, so we could be able to move it. Well, he can move it if it needs to be adjusted.
So I think we need to tighten the top one up, meaning that the arm is gonna be here. The top one.
It's already tightening up. Can you tighten them up already?
I think it's going a little bit. It could tighten a little bit more.
Oh, you're saying when you put the arm in the way, you might not be able to get to it.
That's what I'm saying. Might not be able to.
He has enough strength to move this right now. I do. So.
Oh wait. Well, you can get the arm now. What the thing is here, Jay?
Well, we have to get the arms and then put the springs in them.
See the thing.
The size is H6. H6 for the Allen key, and this is number 9 on the Allen key. So. Alright guys, so we've got both of the control arms right here, and of course you want the nuts to be facing the front of the car, so we're going to do it like this, so you can see all of them are facing like that, and then the adjustments are on the edge of it. So this is how we're going to hook them up. Alright, so what he wants to do is take the end of it off, and he wants to push it in now. So we're able to get this thing on. Gotta fix the nipple at the bottom. There you go. And the other one, yeah, there's one in the middle. So now we're gonna put this control arm in first. Take this bolt off and put the end piece right here first. So tighten up this thing with the tighten this with the little space. Make sure that the washer goes in between these two little space pieces. So as you see, it's hanging out without the spring. Tighten that up first. So these they fit inside of the frame of the rear. So you have to make sure these sit flat so you could tighten it up so it doesn't have friction and stuff like that. So that's where, because they have built-in those washers on the side, so I'm trying to make sure that the washer fits between those two grooves. I see those two grooves on the side. I'm trying to make sure that fits in between, which we're double checking to make sure. So now he's gonna put this one in and make sure it lines in and goes flat. So you got to make sure that. So, and then this is tightened up.
See it like it have an oval shape.
Yes.
So you got to make sure this fits in the hole itself.
Correct. Yes. So we have to go back and make sure that is in there. So a little tip for you guys, since nobody doesn't say that installing these or explain that to you guys. This is why I try to in my videos explain everything.
No, we want to tighten it up enough so they don't pop out.
All right, so you put this in, now putting the spring in.
All the way?
Yep. Now we're gonna guide it up to the top. Over to the side. Does this need to be in?
Put that in and they just go in the middle.
Okay, come down.
If you could get it bolted.
Where's the bolt at?
Oh. Okay.
Is it in?
Yes, it's in. Yeah, the back guy line off now.
So we got this tightened down first. Then we put the nut in. Then we had to try to bend the bolt so it can line up straight and then hit it in. And this nut is already on here. So now it's what? This side is good?
Yep.
But we gotta go back and
fix over here now.
Okay, we gotta go do that on the other side.
We gotta fix the other side.
So this thing it's not a bad install, it's just a lot of adjustment, right?
Yep, a lot of pushing, pulling.
So you might have to loosen up this and then spin the whole thing to get.
You gotta adjust it
to
line up to the hole.
To line up to this hole. But then if you get the end link, it doesn't want to line up, or you get one side in and push it, you have to stick a flathead in here, or Philip or flathead or some type of screwdriver and push against the end link to align the other side of the hole up. So it's going to be a lot of that. But first thing foremost that you want to do is, before
you gotta fix these,
you got to tighten these down and make sure it's between those little grooves.
Yeah, make sure those washers.
Oh yeah, the washer has that little thing I just showed you guys, the little oval.
Yeah, the oval groove.
The oval groove
sits right there.
That sits in the hole, because that what helps with everything being tight, and then that Saphir being able to adjust and move when you're hitting corners and stuff like that. So first thing first, this needs to be tight. Then you need to put the spring on.
You tighten it down enough that the washers stay inside the groove where they're supposed to be at.
Yes. And then you put the spring, you put this piece on, then you twist the spring on, then you guide it up, then you make sure this lines up, you hit the bolt in, you put the other bolt on the other side in.
Yeah, remember now, if it's not lined up, if it's off, you gotta loosen up this, you gotta loosen up here and turn it to adjust it to where you want it, whether you want it to come out or you want it to go in.
Yep.
It depends. Then you turn this.
Yep.
You turn the whole thing.
Yep. So now we have everything on. Now it's time to button everything up. We got both sides on, right?
Yes.
So now it's time for button it up, and then torque this to
50 pounds.
50 pounds right here. So you gotta get a torque wrench. This has everything at least just has to be snug tight, but this has to be torqued to 50 pounds. But all right, now we're gonna be tightening everything up now, since everything is bolted up and correct. These are the most important pieces right here that needs to be done first. At least tighten up.
Tighten these back up.
Yep. We have to tighten these back up.
Okay. It's down flat.
So this side is good now. Now we're gonna do the other side.